Whatever happened to the OG days where we used to just sit and do makeup and just talk to the girls? Like, I really miss that. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're just gonna be getting ready together and having a little chit chat. So go ahead, grab your brushes and whatever makeup you have, and let's just get right into it. First things first, I need to actually fix my brows. I usually do my brows first before I do anything, and these things definitely need a little TLC. So I'll be right back. I need to pluck my eyebrows real quick because they look a hot mess before I even try to put any makeup on. 1 second. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and start with my brows because I'm blind as a bat and I need to do my brows with my glasses on. Not only is it because I wear glasses and I need my brows to look nice with the glasses, so I like shaping my brows better with my glasses on. So what I'm using to do my brows, I love this stuff. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is in the color Espresso. Y'all remember that old saying that I used to say, brows are not twins, they're sisters. Mine's need to be twins, but today they're kind of like long lost sisters who have been talking in 15 years. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a pretty close to my shade, but like a couple shades lighter concealer under my brows. And I'm still one of those like 2016 girls who like to clean up my brows really sharp. Maybe not with like the white pencil we used to do, but I definitely clean it up. I always start in the middle and just kind of like, because I want most of the product here in the middle, and then I kind of fade it out towards the front. Typically what I do, once I get to the front, like if you notice, I really don't take the brush to the front. I take my finger and I just blend it right on out. I can't believe it's taken me 15 years to finally restart once again my YouTube channel. Like, this is actually fun. I always thought it would be super scary to do YouTube. I've been so insecure about myself. Like, I was supposed to start back in like 2009. I told this story on my TikTok before and it trended. I told this story on my TikTok one time and it went viral. I ended up deleting the TikTok account, but I was sharing the story how Jackie Ina and I started our YouTube channels literally the same, like we posted I think on the same day, if not the same week. But at the time I was even more insecure about myself. Like, that was the peak of my insecurities. But the difference is I was so scared and I literally hated the way I looked. Like, I hated myself so much. I could not post that. Like, I posted it, but I couldn't keep that video up because I kept replaying it and like, no one's gonna watch this, no one's gonna like this. And that was the time where you did not have to have good quality camera, you did not have to even really talk on camera. Like, you really could just get away with just picking up, at the time I had an iPhone 14, you can get away with just picking that up, recording and calling it a day. But I was so insecure in myself that I allowed my insecurities to cost me a really good life. Now I'm able to see my blessings. Like, I'm definitely blessed. I'm not rich the way I would like to be. I'm not making the amount of money I would like to be making. I'm not doing what I would like to be doing. It's literally taking me 15 years. And I remember, like, I knew it was God telling me to post that video, and yet I let the enemy use my insecurities against me. And now here I am starting over, and you know, that's okay. If no one else sees this video, I'm proud of myself for starting now. Maybe 15 years a little too late, but everyone always says it's better late than never, and I'm just gonna believe that. I can either sit around crying about the time that I feel like I lost, or I can actually do something about it now that I know better and I have more knowledge and I'm a little bit more secure in myself. All right, so right now I'm taking the Naked Reloaded palette. I know this is going bad. That's why I said use whatever makeup you have. I'm taking the Naked Reloaded palette. I don't care, it's still good. I have not hit the pan yet. First things first, I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush. Y'all remember BH Cosmetics? That's what this is, but I do not remember what number this is. But on the Naked Reloaded palette, I'm gonna be taking the color Bucket. I'm gonna take that and tap that off a little bit. And it's literally about the same color as my concealer. And I just kind of place that, like, if you can see, I don't really have a crease. Like, I have a little bit of a hooded eye. I consider this a crease. Like, I'm taking this all over the crease. But anyway, when I posted that video on TikTok, literally explaining what I just told you now, it went viral and I did not expect it to. I'm assuming because I started the topic with Jackie Ina, and it got to Jackie Ina. She reposted, commented, and then made a video replying, and she was so kind and so loving, and like, she was just pretty much encouraging everyone that it's never too late and don't compare yourself. And she was even saying like how much she admires the amount of people that, like, you know, she has that really just let her know how much we are inspired by her. Like, I love that so much. She made me feel so good about myself. Like, Jackie could have really got on there and was like, why are you comparing yourself to me, blah, blah, blah. But she understood my point and what I was saying in the video. If you notice, I'm doing my eyes first. I typically do not do that. I usually do my foundation first, but sometimes I just like to do things a little bit different. Okay, and so now I'm taking the shade in game. Can you see that? Or just a deep brown shade. And I'm just putting that very lightly on the outer corner, looping it into the middle. And then I'm gonna kind of create a crease. So I just go where my actual crease is just a little bit to create, like, to deepen up and make it look like I have a deep crease. But anyway, back to the story. Hey, Jackiana was just so encouraging about my story and so kind, and I was so inspired. I'm like, you know what? I may have lost 15 years of content, and yes, I could have been a millionaire, I guess, by now, or at least a couple 100,000 subscribers, if not a million or something like that. You know what? I serve a great and mighty God who he is able to redeem the time. So I may feel like I lost so much time. I definitely wasted time. Time was definitely wasted. Like, I'm not one of those people, I'm not going to be unrealistic. Time was definitely wasted from me being insecure, and I had so many opportunities to start again. I even started my YouTube channel in like 2020, but once again I took it down because of my insecurities. I'm not doing that this time. I'm using the Urban Decay Wild one. This is old too. It is a hot mess. I'm putting it right in the middle of my lid. I love orange on black women's skin. Like, our skin with orange, it pops and it looks so pretty. Hopefully somebody views this as encouragement. Girl, if you don't pick up that camera, girl, if you don't get on that computer and fill out that application to the job that you've been wanting to apply to for decades, girl, if you don't apply to that college that you've been wanting to go to, if you don't go to that school, because time is not for God. It's not. It's for us. And if you trust him and believe in his word and believe that he got your back, he can redeem the time. He can and he will redeem the time. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here for the eyes real quick, and I'm gonna move on to my face. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I know y'all remember this. This stuff is still really good. Like, you really not getting your makeup off after using this. And now me, I'm all about the underpaint. To be honest, I'm gonna take the same concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm gonna put that under my eye. This is to conceal. I'm gonna put a lighter shade once I actually like blend everything out. And now typically when I wet my beauty blender, I do not use water because water and oil don't mix, but I usually use setting spray. Now, if you're the type of person that's like me, like feels like you lost so much time with everything, I know you're not gonna be better overnight. I'm the same way, trust me. I hate when people are like, oh, you gotta change how you think. Oh, you gotta think more positive. You gotta have more faith. No, duh, I know that. It's not that I don't know. It's just the matter of, now that I do know, I need to actually implement and apply the things that I've learned in my life. So I definitely understand if you're still in that area of your life. This is just a little bit of encouragement. Do it with me. You know, I'm starting over. I'm starting what I should have started 15 years ago now. And so you can do the same. I use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I don't know how I don't know this by heart by now. You can literally see holes in it. That's how much I've used it, so you would think I would know it by heart. I like to pump it on my hand because my skin is warm. It just gets annoying when you do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I try to leave some area. I kind of try to go around the contour concealer, but I definitely do blend it enough to where it looks seamless. I take a brush and, oh, sorry, I haven't been telling y'all the brushes I'm using. This is the Real Technique Seamless Complexion Brush. I love this brush so much. This brush is my best friend, and I might get another one just to have it on hand. And then I take my foundation, then I take my beauty blender and dab it into the rest of the, so like literally look, there ain't really much left, so I dab it into the rest of what's left on my hand, and I just blend that all over. Like, I'm actually able to look at myself in the mirror and not hate the way I look. I think this is amazing. Maybe it's part of growing up, and also it's a part of allowing Christ into my life and letting him take control, letting him take the seat. This is a lighter shade, and what I usually do is just place it in the corner and right on top. And it just brightens my eyes. It makes me look like I'm having a good day when my concealer is so nice and bright. And so I just take the corner and I try to tap in place to not drag it all over the place. All right, so before my concealer really like starts to set and crack and get all dry, I'm gonna set this with the One Size translucent powder. Oh my gosh, do I love this stuff. Oh, I'm not baking, I'm just setting, just pressing that setting powder under my eye. I used to be one that would go like bake with the banana powder, and then I felt like in pictures I was just girl, I was bright as the sun. Like, I didn't need all that. So I stick with translucent powder under my eyes, and it works for me. I am now going to take more of that translucent powder, and I'm gonna carve out my nose contour, and then also bake right in the corner of my eye, just so it can be super bright. Y'all, I know that's the enemy. Look at this. I had this brush for years, and now all of a sudden when I do my YouTube video, the daggone brush wanna break. If that ain't the devil. Now I'm going to take a little bit. Let me tell you how relatable and affordable I am. I'm using the Matte Powder Foundation by Kiss. I don't like to put a lot of pressed powder on my face. I'm taking the Milani blush in the shade Wild Rose. And I got this from Target, and I'm just gonna take some random Ruby Kisses brush that I got, and I'm gonna pack that all on top of my cheeks. I take my blush pretty high. Now I'm gonna be taking a white liner. I love white liner, especially for like this like pumpkin spice look. It's kind of like the whipped cream of the pumpkin spice. Like, I put that on my waterline. You see how that just like brightened and opened up my eyes? I'm not a big lash wearer because of my glasses, but I am trying to find lashes that work better with glasses. The only thing with doing my mascara is my lashes are not as long as they used to be. At one point I did not need lashes. I could just get away with mascara, but my lashes are kind of falling out and they're not as thick as I would like them to be. I like to focus more on the outer corner. So for me, I always struggle with finding the proper brown to line my lips. Like, I'm a 90s girl through and through. Like, I need to line my lips, but with my skin complexion, I never really feel like I find the right brown. So I honestly take the same shade in the Naked Reloaded palette, the Endgame shade, and I use that on my lips. It works for me. So I just take a brown liner, and I would do the same thing with a lip liner, like keep it very tight. I'm not too big on overlining because the line of my lip is so defined. Like, if I overline, you're gonna see it. I do drag it more in the center, like blend it down to my lips more in the center. And then after all is said and done, I just take some lip gloss. This is the Lip Sleeping Mask from Sephora, and I use it as lip gloss because I thought it was lip gloss when I bought it. Once I got in the car, I realized that it was a sleeping mask, and I'm like, whatever, it works, and it really does make my lips feel so soft and so smooth. Everybody know a brown lined lip with lip gloss. If you know, you know. I got the Morphe X Meredith highlighter palette, and it comes with 5 shadows and 4 highlighters. I take an unused blending brush and then I just dab it on. I like the double dip, which is this one, and just kind of run it up on top of my cheekbone. It adds such a pretty sheen on the tip of my nose. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the final look. I call it the pumpkin spice because it literally makes me feel like I'm a cup of coffee. Like, girl, I can go on and on. Like, I talk way too much. So before I get too much into just sitting here talking to you for another 20 minutes, it's time to go. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel because this is a sisterhood and we got more to come. Like, we got more to talk about, we got more topics to talk about, and we have more looks to reveal. So until next time, love you.